Hello, I'm Pastor Matthew Verhoeg, and this is Halloween in 3 minutes. Now, the word Halloween comes from hallowed Eve, and it has nothing to do with ghosts or witches, but means holy, like in the Lord's Prayer, hallowed be your name. So Halloween simply means the evening of a holy day. Ancient holy days generally began at sundown of the preceding day, something we still do with Christmas Eve. The day itself, November 1st and the preceding evening, marks All Saints' Day in many Christian traditions. This goes back to the 9th century when Pope Gregory expanded the Feast of Martyrs to include all saints. Before this time, the celebration was a remembrance of the martyrs of the church, those who had given their lives in defense of the faith. Originally, this celebration was in May, but the date was changed to mark the dedication of the Church of Mary and the Martyrs in 609. The original celebration goes back to at least the 3rd century of the church, when the church celebrated the courage and valor of those who had stood up to kings and emperors in defense of the Christian faith. And it may itself be rooted in the Jewish celebration of Purim. Some scholars suggest the roots of Halloween go back to the festival of Samhain, an ancient Celtic festival. While it's possible, there's no strong evidence for this until at least the 9th century, long after All Saints' Day had been established. Now, over the years, many non-Christian and pagan elements have crept into this holiday, holy day. And so the celebration today little resembles the remembrance of Christian martyrs. But perhaps this might serve as some inspiration for you not to fear this as a day of Satan. After all, October 31st is a day the Lord has made, and every Christian is called to rejoice in it. Satan gets 0 days on the calendar. God gets them all. Now, Christian conviction differs on how we might interact with the modern secular holiday of Halloween. I would encourage all of us to remember the roots of Halloween, which is Christians standing up to powerful people, proclaiming the good news of Jesus Christ, even as it costs them their lives. You might want to look up the story of the martyrdom of Polycarp, who was an 86-year-old bishop threatened with death for being a Christian teacher in the early days of the church. Now, the officials were kind of embarrassed about executing a godly man, and they asked him, just say Caesar is Lord. Don't throw your life away. Swear by the fortune of Caesar. Polycarp replied, if you vainly suppose I should swear by Caesar's fortune, as you call it, let me tell you plainly, I am a Christian. And they threatened to throw him to the lions, but he was unpersuaded. The crowd, in a rage, asked that he would be burnt at the stake. And with this, he calmly went to his death, saying, blessed be God, that he has counted me worthy to suffer like this. Now, this is the true spirit of this holy night, the fear of martyrdom, but ultimately the victory of God's saints.